Welcome back to the Inner Sanctum, Salon Rising, the podcast, mini moments brought to you by Timely. Good morning, Samara.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Felt like a formal introduction was required.
Excellent.
With all the clapping that's been going on in the background.
Yeah, some finger guns up at Richard. Welcome. We thought we would talk in a little bit into culture.
Yeah, we haven't done this for a while.
We have not spoken into culture for ages. So we are doing a new culture masterclass, which we're so excited about. We did a finance masterclass only a few weeks back, ready for Christmas, and we've had such amazing feedback about it that we thought, you know what, it's probably time also at this time to really like kind of sit into that culture moment too and really reset on what it looks like for your 2026 year.
Yeah.
So in this, I think it's really important. We just recorded a podcast so much so on different things when it comes to business and life and winding up our 2025. And it's really important to look at these times into your purpose and your why, which you guys have heard us speak about so much. And we're going to go into this in the Culture Masterclass. But also looking at things like your boundaries, looking at things like your salon team, those kind of braver conversations, where things are pivoting. Because if I've learned anything from this year, where I thought it would be at the beginning of the year and where we are now is really different. But I've really stayed instinctual and really thought about different areas of how things make me feel.
Yeah.
And learning as a business owner to do them rather than not, and having those kind of braver conversations and really feeling in where your team is feeling different. So those culture pieces, because I will talk into this masterclass on times where I haven't, and it has absolutely bitten me in my ass.
Yeah.
And these are things that I don't discuss openly and honestly on the pod, guys.
Yeah, because it's more of a public forum and it's just not appropriate.
It's
to
not
discuss
appropriate.
Those things.
And I just, and as much as other people will do it, I am not that person. I never ever want anyone to listen to this pod and feel hurt by things that I've said and things like that. So I'm really conscious on how I can protect other people's peace at the same time. But when we are in a masterclass, I can be a little bit more freer and I will, talk into things a little bit more.
And transparent about your actual experiences with things. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and I think those things that I have learnt have been massive for my growth of who I am. And obviously when it was very sticky, but it's really, helped me form who I am. And I just want to help other business owners be able to kind of sit more in these gut instinctual moments where you know what you need and you're not listening.
Yeah.
And also how to just foster at this time of year, how to foster your team, how to, not be overgiving, but then not give enough as well. Like it's that really fine boundary and that line that I feel like I've got where you're still running a business. You still have people that work for you and you still can love them deeply, but you've still got to make sure that there's a boundary line put in place. Otherwise you end up feeling resentful. And I've had that happen. Absolutely.
And that's actually not fair because you're projecting that resentment onto someone that doesn't even sometimes know that they've done anything.
Yes.
Because it's this whole transaction that you've created in your own mind.
Yes.
That you didn't even invite them to that party.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that we go into, which I really love, is back into the values as well.
Yeah.
And I think in life and in business, it's really important to like stick back into your values and go like, like we've said, values change.
Yeah.
If I looked at my values 3 years ago to what my values are now, some would be very concreted because my values are very concreted in some areas, but in other areas it would feel different.
Yeah.
And I think we need to make choices from the values that we're sitting in now. So being able to do this with your team, we've had values put in place with my team a long time ago and I haven't reset that. And I think it's time. And
being that different team and that different unit, it is time to reset that.
Not being the huge team anymore, having the smaller team and what does this look like for us and how do we want to feel? And also like having those questions for them for their 26 year.
Yeah.
And this is both for solo artists and for teams, but you know, when I look at the team part of it, it's and the solo artists, like, how do you want to feel next year? How do you want them to feel? What do they want to see for their year? Like, because so often we make decisions based on what we think they want or they don't want. And we need to like kind of get in a little bit deeper. So one of the questions you have with your team, you're like, what do you want to feel next year? I want to do loads more education. And then you like offer them all this education. Everyone's like, oh, I don't want to waste my day off. So it's like instead of doing that, it's very thoughtful. Like, okay, how many do we actually want?
Yeah.
What does that actually look like?
What specifically
Who do we want
is
it
it?
to be? How can I keep you feeling inspired? What do you want to do when it comes to targets? Are you happy with our product line? It's just having, you know, lots of open-ended conversations with your team. So we're running through this in the masterclass because I just think sometimes you need those moments of being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I probably need to go
And I
into
think
that.
the nice thing is like it's something that constantly changes and you have to go back and reassess all those things.
Yes.
The core foundations of it stay the same.
Yes.
But what you're looking at in each of those foundations changes all the time because of who you are, who your team is, or what is happening around you.
Yep.
So you've always got to go back and look at it.
And I every time I teach, I go, oh, I need to get back into that myself.
Well, that's the whole point of it. It's just that self-reflection, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah. I tell people to do that. I need to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then that would make me feel heaps calmer and I would know what our trajectory is and I'm not going to avoid anything. And that feels good. Yes, I'm going to do that. That's where I'm going. But just little moments too when it comes to culture. I can't wait to share the little things that I do a little differently with my team now and little like tips that I've had that I'm like, oh, that works. And it's just from those moments of reflection. Oh, that works. You know, everyone talks about, I hate it when we have team meetings because everyone just like looks at me like, and I have flipped it and do something a little bit different now, but it's not that different, that I want to share with people because those things make it all feel easier.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a moment where I'm talking at my team's like this.
Yeah.
It's the worst. And everyone that understands that's feeling me on that. So like I've changed some things when it comes to that, but also a little bit of prep for next year too.
Yeah.
I think if we don't put those meetings in and those little things in and those little touch points in, then nothing really happens. So
everything just snowballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is our Culture Masterclass that's coming out October 29 at 10 to 11:30. It's a 90-minute class.
What day of the week is that?
It is a Wednesday.
Okay.
It's all recorded. So if you are with clients that day, you will get it sent to you on our portal and all the little things that we have in there. And if you're listening to this later, you can still purchase it and have it for yourself for now. But there's lots of little goodies in there. There's, you know, we take a big course that we have and find these little gems in all of it and create our masterclasses from that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it's just a really affordable way for people to be like, that's exactly what I needed. I just need those grab moments.
And I think also, even if you've done the culture offerings in the past, because things do evolve and change, it's absolutely worthwhile doing it again. As we've said before, like even if you know it, sometimes you just need someone to tell you again.
Yes.
And then
I need to tell myself to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Oh, as I'm doing the masterclass, I'll be like, yeah, I hear you, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.